on. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Lisa, and welcome back to my kitchen. Okay, so today's recipes, and there's two, because there's a couple of variations. First, if you are joining me live, please put live and where from. And if you're doing replay, please put replay and where from. And I'd love to hear your comments. I hope you are having a sunny and beautiful day as we are down here. Okay, so many of you have seen me use these, the Big 15 Ketogenic Diet. I have a couple of keto books, and this one is by Megan Flynn Peterson. And in this book, she's got extra keto homemade nut butter. How many of you, hi Angela! So, how many of you have tried to go to the store and find peanut butter or any kind of nut butter without sweetener in it, or you know, whatever. Well, usually I just need it to be without sugar, and a lot of times it all has sugar. So this one, making it at home, has a couple of different advantages. One is sometimes you can find the raw nuts. Like I just go to Sam's, and well, that's coconut oil. We don't want that right now. Okay, so the raw nuts, they're unsalted, and they taste pretty good unsalted, by the way. Usually in the baking section. In this case, the first recipe I used pecans. Second recipe I'm using almonds, get from the same section. Also, coconut oil from Sam's, 1/4 cup. And in the first recipe, I used, let's see, for the chocolate nut butter. 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder when you add the coconut oil. So I added it, and I thought I might want a little bit of sweetener, but I have to tell you, not too worried about it. It is a little bit loose right now, but you do have to melt the coconut oil when it goes back to its solid form. This will tighten up some. Okay. I like it. No sweetener. Good. Yay. Okay. So the second one is going to call for, it's called a vanilla cinnamon nut butter. And I was not going to make y'all sit here while I ground up the almonds. And I'm using almonds in this one because that is way too noisy and I just think it's way too rude. So, there's that. I'm going to make that one here in a minute. First, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about weight and anti-inflammatory diets or challenges. You guys, sugar really can make your joints scream. So that's why you want to look for things that don't have sugar. And there's a lot of hidden sugars in things like peanut butters, ketchups, all kinds of things. So just be in a habit of reading your ingredients and know that it's not that difficult to make something like this or to make your own ketchup. There are many, many ways to do it. The other thing with making your own is the last year kind of brought about some supply problems. So if you can find the raw ingredients, you can always put it together. And if you need to go to the shelf and because you can't find the raw ingredients, but at least have a backup plan with making your own. And you guys, you can play around with this. So many of you are so creative. Well, what if I have cinnamon or nutmeg instead of, you know, whatever. You can play with it and get something to your own taste too. So that's another advantage. I have been doing low carb keto for about 3 years now, and I've taken off some weight. More importantly, the new system I added in has helped me lose inches and tighten up. So if you want more information on that, that's great. We do have some challenges coming up, but back to the recipe. And PM me if you need information on it. I know sometimes it can be really tough to find support for weight loss or anything that's going on. Chances are I have a resource for whatever it is you have, because I have heard so many things and done, you know, had so many issues. I fought with weight, since I can remember being in 2nd grade and being the heavy kid. So it's been a while for me. So I've had this for a while. As I just said, I don't know why I repeated it. Okay, so you're going to melt the 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And this one's going to get noisy, but at least I saved you most of the noise, because when you grind up the nuts, The book says go 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on how smooth you want it. I don't mind a little bit of crunch. That's up to you. But it was noisy, so, and I just did not want to do that to you guys. I was like, no! Who needs to listen to a bunch of noise, right? Okay, so when you add, okay, it's 1 teaspoon, and then, I'm just going to take the cover off here. So you're going to add the 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon. And cinnamon has some of its own properties that are really nice, and I like the flavor. That's just me. Okay, so we're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And it's going to get a little noisy, but that's okay, because I think y'all can handle a little bit of noise. So where are you from today? What are y'all up to? Okay, here we go. Stop periodically because, as you can see, it needs to be incorporated a little bit more than what a machine is able to do. And most of you know you always have to scrape like the sides of your mixers and things like that, but you want to make sure it all gets in and, you know, kind of equally. Not kind of equally, you want it to be equal. You don't want some parts well mixed and the other parts not. Let's try this. Okay, let's see how this did. Oh yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, so you can see or maybe you can't see it, I'll hold it up. With the cinnamon in the, okay, unlock it first, Lisa. You can see that it's got kind of that creamy color, and again, this was with almonds. The pecans did have the chocolate in it, so that's why it's so dark. Now let's do the taste test. See if it needs anything. No, it's fine. So anyway, guys, PM me if you need to know anything about Weight Loss Challenge. I will get you the information. It's really not that noisy. Well, thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Angela, I still need to talk to you about that challenge thing because I think you'd be the perfect coach. And I'm hoping you will be. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, so if you need, and again, it's the Big 15 Ketogenic Diet Cookbook by Megan Flynn Peterson that I got the recipe out of. And I did the vanilla cinnamon and the chocolate version of the almond butter. Hello, Jody. How are you? So, also weight loss challenge, weight loss, toning up, health issues, you know, kind of let me know because I have a resource for it. So, or most likely I have a resource for it. I've had a few things thrown at me that I've had to, you know, change, but most of the time I've got something for you. So anyway, PM me, and I hope you all have a super, super Thursday. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye.